Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations about coaching related topics, life improvement related topics. We do that in an audio format almost on a daily basis, at least we try to. We've got almost 500 of those. There's also over 500 of you. We'd love to double that to be able to give charity this year. Please help us by sharing this information with people that matter to you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, coworkers, whomever, and we'll get there sooner rather than later. In any event, if you're looking for ways to make a progress plan, and I call the people that I work with the Progress Tribe because they're people that are committed to the process of progress as often as can be and in a way that works for them. And progress is one of the most powerful things in life in general. It's super important. And so, one thing that's valuable is understanding how progress works and setting yourself up to make the most progress possible. The first thing is be well rested. And when I mean well rested, I'm talking about physically, but I'm also talking about mentally and emotionally. So, well rested means being able to think clearly, being able to harness your body, your mind, and the spirit of your energy, and to be able to find ways that you can make your life work for you. Rest is also you're well fed, you're clear headed, you're clear thought, you're physically well rested, you get enough sleep, you do the things that you need to do in order to have your body, mind, and spirit, the three portions of self, all together, working together, kind of like a seamless stopwatch. So they're all those parts are in motion and they're going in a positive direction, and that matters. The next thing is study. Study where you want to be. Study your own life reflectively. Make sure that you have learned from your mistakes and grown from them, accepting them, but also rejecting going back into patterns that might ultimately lead you in directions you don't want to go. Give yourself the forgiveness of knowledge that you might not have had enough information or you might have been focused on things that were counterproductive to you, and then study what people that are ahead of you personally, professionally, emotionally, or spiritually are doing to get themselves to their next level. Look, life's about mirror imaging those that are successful and letting go of things that ultimately don't serve whatever goals, dreams, or aspirations you have. The next is integrate your emotions. What that means is accept that you're going to be sad, accept that you're going to be angry, accept that you're going to be elated, accept that you're going to be confused, accept that you're going to be chaotic. In other words, be willing to feel every emotion, let it course through your body, your mind, the essence of your being, but don't make decisions based on emotions alone. Sure, there's times you're going to have gut intuition and instincts that tell you to go one way, and follow those if you have a recent track record of your gut being right. Um, you know, and that's the thing is when you can trust your intuition, use it. When your intuition something you generally ignore or hasn't served you well, you might want to see if the integration of your emotions is off, because usually when your intuition leads you in a direction that doesn't turn out well, what that means is your intuition's been blended with your emotions and you're not getting a clear picture. Reminder, the highest form of yourself will not lead you in a direction that isn't for your highest good. The next is always stay in motion. When I mean motion, I'm talking about learning and growing and advancing your knowledge of practical and emotional things. Stay in physical motion, which means exercise. Stay in social motion, which means making new connections and maintaining old ones. So the more socially connected we are, and the social media junk is not what I'm talking about. That's not social connection. Most of that is attention seeking, although some of it can be good if you can make a connection that you wouldn't make any other way. But I'm talking about real quality relationships where you're connecting with somebody face to face or at least by phone. so that your relationships stay moving forward and progressing towards building better things with a person, helping them helping you, and being symbiotic. The next is have a routine. Have a routine for how you handle the things you don't enjoy in your life to get them out of the way. Have a routine for the finding passion and focus in your life so that you're making the most of every day. Have a routine for the non-sequential things like doing your laundry, doing your dishes, the things that nobody wants to do but they have to get done anyway. Be understanding that the better your routine, the more mastery you have of your life. And the last thing is realize that all things happen and change is inevitable. So, all things happen. What that means is what we perceive to be a good thing or a bad thing, a positive or a negative, it can happen to anybody. So, be grateful for the things that are going well. Be willing to grieve the things that didn't work out, but don't stay so in your emotions on either side that you stop making forward motion. Accept that all things can happen to all people. When we do this, then we won't fall into nearly as often. We still may because we're human and we're finite, but we won't fall into as often the trap of, oh, well, why did this happen to me? Why me? And I had a mentor who I was in a why me mode. Gosh, probably almost 20 years ago, and he said, "Why not you? Why are you so special that you don't have to have challenges?" And that was such a valuable life lesson in that moment, because in that moment he was basically saying, "Look, I understand you're going through something and you need to work through it, and that's fine, and I'm here for you. But what makes you think that you're untouchable, that you won't have the challenges that you'd rather not have?" And so that's really valuable. In any event, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Till next time, everybody.